So I was just scrolling on TikTok. I don't know when I will ever post these videos, but because I have a lot of videos in my phone, maybe from 6 months ago, I never post them anywhere. But I like making them because they are my testimonies. So I just saw this video on TikTok where this young lady, she was praying, and she said, "Don't you ever pray if you don't want immediate results." And a few months ago, I was in my job and I loved my job. I was I was in a managerial position and I loved my job. I loved the obstacles that came with my job. I loved planning. I loved managing. I loved supervising. I loved overseeing. I loved making decisions. My job made me whole. My job put me on cloud nine. I loved that job. I put that job before everything because I wanted to be perfect for that job because I enjoyed that job. Then I started to pray and saying to God, if I'm too high, Lord, bring me down. If I'm too high, Lord, bring me down. I almost went to pray to say that. If there's anybody in my life, Lord, that is not with me, let us part ways. But then I know people, they have their objectives, and I'm not ready to cross that part because I know that God is not a play God. And I know anything you pray for, you shall get. I don't think I'm strong enough to lose people. And I might be surprised at whom I might lose. So I'm gonna start praying a prayer that yet I beg God for protect my friends and my family. Because sometimes who we believe is our friends and our family is actually not our friends and our family. But let me go back. I don't know why I said that just now. But yeah. But let me go back to the part where I was saying I was praying. I was saying to God, if I'm too high, Lord, bring me down. And I came down and I had to walk from that job. Of course, there were circumstances that made me walk, but it was bigger than the circumstances. And many people didn't understand. They were like, you shouldn't leave your job because of that. I didn't want to leave my job, but I prayed and God answered my prayer. That job put me on cloud nine. That job I put that job before everything else. If you were my staff and you were gonna like hinder me, you're gonna come to my shift later and make my shift run good. Or when I don't work on the weekend, you have to call me. I put that job over self and I put that job over people. So when I prayed to God and I said to God, if I am too high, Lord, bring me down. I had to walk from that job because I pray and I want God to put me on the right path, and He did. When I left that job and I was home, I was always praying and I was always reciting my favorite Bible verse, but I recited it even more. I recited it on my other job that I loved. I love, let me say I love, but I love the other one more. I recited my favorite Psalms in the elevator. I read my Bible day and night more. Sometimes when I'm stressed, I can't read my Bible. I can just pray and ask the Lord to understand. But in that time when I left my other job, I prayed even when I felt like breaking down. And my other job, the one job that I remained, one morning, I worked very early in the morning and I was so frustrated and I felt like my head was about to explode. And there's this bathroom on the other side of the building where that was an assisted living and it's no longer operated. I went over there and I started to cry and I said, "Oh long Lord, how long will I live in fear?" And I just started to cry and I just started to pray. If anybody heard me, I don't know. If anybody saw me praying, I don't know. If anybody saw me crying and clutching, I don't know. But I prayed. And I prayed. And I will continue praying even when I don't know what is my next move for tomorrow. Even when I feel like I am going crazy, I will still pray. Because that's the only thing I know, that's the only thing I know. That is the only thing I know. But whenever I post this video, I hope somebody will watch, and I hope somebody's blessed, and I hope somebody's inspired. Because God got us. No matter what storm cloud, no matter what harm, one day it will be over. I pray day and night, and even if I don't remember if I prayed, I pray. I get up early because I can't miss my prayer time at 5 a.m. And many people don't know that I do that. But yes, 5 a.m. is my prayer time. 5 a.m. That's my time with God. Yeah. But be blessed and fight your way to Christ, because He has been fighting for us, and He will never leave us or forsake us. He will never. Be blessed.